Hello everyone, I hope you all are having a wonderful time. Today I would like to share this H50 from Arri Lake Audio, which is a small component that features pretty much everything that you will need because it has network streamer, USB flash drive insert that you can play your music through, and it has USB DAC with USB-C input, phono stage for moving magnet and moving coil, both of the type that you can play through, and you have to control it through the remote control. There is a phono selector button that you have to push and hold to go through the two different phono stages, and also it has ARC and optical input, line level input that you can connect to your CD players, or it also have a Bluetooth input. So Bluetooth is input and output, both ways, transmitter and receiver. So two-way Bluetooth connection that you can do, and it uses the Qualcomm chips for that, and it also featuring ESS 9023P DAC inside. Plus, it can also give you Tidal Connect, Spotify Connect, and everything pretty much. I mean, you can do it all. Even AirPlay or Alexa is built inside. And it uses the full stream app. So that app is very same app and operation system that they feature with the Wii products, Wii and Pro or all the products, though it uses the very same software, so very easy to use. And this one also has the internal equalizer that you can play around with it. So I started listening this device H50 on my streaming rig, and I listened with KLH Model 3 speaker using the ARC and optical input, as well as listening through Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and playing through UPnP and all that. So everything works. The connectivity is one of the strongest selling point of this device, at least in my experience. When I'm using ARC or optical inputs, right, connected to my TV and stream movies or dramas, and I was watching, then I noticed time to time it has slight lag on the actual voice and the movement of the mouth. So that is a little downside for me. But sound quality is very decent, very clean and neutral sound. But pairing with KLH Model 3 is not the best synergy because the acoustic suspension speakers are a little harder to drive, and it sounded a bit thin for my taste personally. And then I move it over to this system, and I try with soon to be reviewed SMS PL200 CD player and connected with this H50, as well as my turntable or my music server, and connected to my subwoofer, and I try all the inputs and outputs again, pairing with this JBL L100 Classic 75th. So I know it's gonna be totally different price point. I want to see how well this can control the noise and dynamic range, right? In terms of sound quality, it has neutral sound to it. It may not be more precise or more spacious or very well produced notes in general, but it gets the job done. The phono stage in particular is a bit noisy. It's totally noticeable. In my case, I'm using MC phono stage, so you can select it through the phono button on the remote control. One thing that really caught me by surprise is how well it can perform in very low level listening. So I'm talking about like 45-50 dB range of loudness level that I try using these JBL speakers, and it sounded terrific for the price, and you know, I was impressed by the way that it can produce. But it doesn't have a very articulate notes, not gonna be that kind of territory, but it's gonna give you mid-fi clean and good quality sound with accurate notes and pretty close to accurate vocals and everything. When I switch over to flash drive, it improved a little bit more, a little bit richer and a little bit deeper sounds. Flash drive and the USB DAC perform a little better than other input. Probably that's due to ADC and DAC and all that rendezvous that they're going around. USB flash drive input is my favorite inputs. Also the USB-C input. So let's go through the app. So here's the music that you can select to. You can do preset content. So these are all pretty much same as the Wii's product. They use the very same app and operation system, but this one has a bunch of more inputs here. The Wi-Fi connection is really good. I mean, very much reliable, like higher end price point product. So that is a foolproof thing that you can get. When I try with ceiling speakers for the background music throughout the house, and it sounded very good. I mean, enjoyable music environment that it can produce, because we are not pushing it to the limit and we are not enjoying it for sonic perfection. We just having just a background music through the house. So that kind of duty, it works wonderfully well. And you can have all these apps here, pretty much everything. I'm only using Tidal and Spotify or Amazon Music. And next thing I want to show you is if you go to device and you can do the setting here, then there's EQ that you can change it to. So when I did tune it a little bit, so it gives me a little bit smoother and richer balanced sound. So that is my setting here, but I didn't enable it because I want to give you sound sample as it came from the factory. So another thing is you can connect to 5 gigahertz only if you needed to. So those are all the settings that you can control and change through the app. That app is Fullstream app. That is a very easy to use and probably one of the most reliable one. I will say this is a good starting point for beginner system. Just have a flash drive or connect it to your streaming service and you get your music going. Plus you can connect it to your subwoofer. So that is, it may not be the best bass management there, but it can get the job done and it will help improve the sound as well. But when it's come to sonic quality, I won't be getting into details because this one is not for your critical listening or it's not for your audiophile hobby kind of sound that it can produce. But for the most of the people, if they are not audiophiles, this kind of device will get the job done for their background music while they're working or when they are working out or anything that they may need. If they want to have background music going, this will get the job done. Audiophile terms, this is gonna be entry-level sound quality, so I just want you to be aware of it. Price and everything that you can get is pretty decent, especially if they can improve the noise floor when I'm using phono stage, and then a little bit noticeable white noise when it's idling. That's the inside Class D gain stage they're putting out because they may have a small, less powerful chip inside. Other than that, it is one of the equipment that feel the need for background music listening. So that's it, my friend. That is my experience that I like to share with you. Thank you very much for watching and happy listening.
I wanna live, I wanna give. I've been a miner for a heart of gold. It's these expressions that never give that keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. They keep me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. I've been to Hollywood, I've been to Redwood, I've crossed the ocean for a heart of gold. I've been in my mind, it's such a fine line that keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. It keeps me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold. Keeps me searching and I'm growing old. Keeps me searching for a heart of gold. I've been a